The domain we're looking at here for sine is that negative pi over 2, pi over 2, right, that we're using. I'm just thinking about this inner portion, right? So this is definitely not within that. Pi goes beyond, right? So I can find a value for sine of pi. So our focus again is going to be first on the inner portion of this. So what is sine of pi? Well, that's one of your quadrantal angles, right? So again, if you imagine a unit circle, pi is going to be out here. Imagining I drew that straight. Pi is going to be out here. The ordered pair for that is going to be -1 and 0, right? So the y value, which lines up with sine, is 0. Okay, so then we're asking sine, let me write it in black. We're asking what is sine of that 0, right? This 0 goes in here. But again, I'm limited when I'm talking about sine inverse. We're asking what is sine inverse when we plug in that 0 that we just found, right? It's replacing that value. And we're doing this again because pi is larger than this domain over here. Okay, so sine of 0, if you remember, we're limited to quadrants 1 and 2 for sine. Here's quadrant 1, there's quadrant 2, there's quadrant 2. So we're pretty limited, and so the only place within this kind of rotation where sine is equal to 0, or the only angle measure that makes that happen, is here when theta is equal to 0. So this final answer is just 0. Okay. Last but not least,